Hello everyone, this is Cindy again, and I am going to make another tassel video. I got a new setup yesterday and my husband fixed it for me, and I was off screen the whole time I was making my tassel. So my husband readjusted my setup and I have it where I need it now. And so we're going to make another tassel. So you'll know how to do it because I really confused y'all, I know. So, I'm looking for my, okay. So let's get started. What I'm gonna do is all I have left is the pink and the blush. So we're gonna work with that, and I'm gonna use eyelash trim. So, okay, I'm gonna keep myself in frame. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them about 12 inches long, give or take. It doesn't have to be perfect, and we're just gonna cut them across. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut all the sari first. Oh, it fell on the floor. I'm sorry about that, ladies. But, you know, you just have to get this thing figured out. And now I do. So I'm glad I have my crafting buddies to let me know when something's wrong and to get it fixed. And I know y'all will watch this one and learn how to make one very, very easy. Okay, I'll just leave that one. It's a little bit over, but we can trim it at the end. Okay, now we're gonna add this mauve color. I've used all my brown and my dark green. I ordered a sample pack from this lady. I'll put the links below to this. But being a sample pack, I didn't get as much of each color that I really wanted, but that's okay. I mainly just ordered it so I could show you all how to make this. Okay, now I'm going to add some, I think I'll add some brown into it. I've got this, I got this snug bug here. So I think I'm gonna add some brown in here. And this is actually called tobacco brown. And I get it through Etsy at the zipper stop. So that's where I get all my ribbon. I just buy it by the bolt. It's 100 yards for $10. And I always have the ribbon I need. So okay. Let's see what we got here. I kind of like to get it spread out so I can kind of see what I have. I'm almost wanting to put some black in here, but I guess I won't. I'll just leave it pink and beige. Okay, now I have some eyelash trim. What you do is you just start adding things. Just go through your stash of stuff, and you're just going to start adding all kind of pretty things. I've had this eyelash trim forever, and I have used it for so many things. Now I'm going to flip this over here so I can get some on the other side. I like them nice and full. Okay, now I'm going to add some pink seam binding ribbon. Now, when you're using the Sari, you can see that it's narrow. See how that's narrow? Well, if you want your seam binding to kind of be smaller, all you have to do is take it and wet it and then just kind of scrunch it up and let it dry, and it will give you the look you want. I'm just doing this because you get more fullness with this. Okay, kind of put these around here. Now I'm going to kind of flip it over again. Now I have these beautiful fibers that I got on vacation. I actually found them in Gatlinburg, go figure. And they have little sequins on them, and they're just beautiful. So I'm going to add these in. And I'm just going to flip it over again, and I'm just going to add a lot of these because I think they're very, very pretty. Let me move some of these over. There we go. And then here's some gold tone ones with some sequins on them. And here's some beige. Okay, flip it over again. You see what I'm doing? I'm just adding pretty fibers, laces, ribbon, whatever I have on hand, and whatever color I'm going for also. So that kind of sets the tone. And another thing, I am so used to doing all my crafting. I do everything in my lap. And that's what another problem I've got to get out of. I've got to work under the camera. But this one should be, this one should turn out really pretty. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about that. Well, maybe I better. It might look kind of funny if I can't get it out. There we go. Okay. Now, I've got to run to my craft room and get my wire and my beads. I don't film in my craft room. There's not room in there to do it, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've got my beads and my wire. And what we're going to do now is I have another little piece of lace I think I'm going to add to it. I'm going to add that lace. And I am going to cut off a little piece of the seam binding to use to bundle it up. Okay. So what you do is you just gather it up. Oh, that's beautiful. Very pretty, very feminine. And you kind of see maybe what you want on top. And then kind of get it in the middle. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of wire and I'm just going to cut it. And you can fiddle with this. Okay, now I'm going to take my piece of wire and just run it through and just kind of get my everything positioned. And then for right now, I'm just going to twist it once because I want to work on the fibers and kind of get them ready to go. Okay, now I am going to take and just run my hand down this way, and we're going to have this ball here, and I'm going to take this seam binding. Oops, where'd it go? Oh, it fell on the floor. See if half my stuff ends up on the floor. Okay, we're going to take this seam binding. This is where it gets a little fiddly. You don't want to let it go. And well, let me get back up here. And it's kind of hard to get it going at first, but you do. Okay, then I'm just going to pull that. Might move it down just a little bit. Okay, now I like that, so I'm going to pull it, get it tight. Okay, now at this point you can kind of look and see if you want to move anything around. If you pull it tight, some of the other fibers show through. I kind of like that a whole lot. Let me see, I'm going to pull this down, and I'm going to pull that down, and I want to pull that down. So, and then I like the little fiber sticking out the top. Okay, so we're on our way again. And then I just kind of like to play with it. I think they're so pretty. That is just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we've got this tied securely, so I'm going to take one of these. I think I'll take the shorter one. And I am just going to wrap this piece of wire just a couple of times around this piece of wire. Then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm just going to finish off. I don't use wire that's real stiff. I like to use the wire that I can kind of bend easily with my fingers. So, okay, Now, okay, now we're going to put a few beads on. Just on this wire right here. And let me show you this. You can go to Michael's and get one of these. I don't know how many beads are in here, more than you'd probably ever use, for $9.99. And you can use your 40 or 50% off coupon and get them for about $5, which is a pretty good deal. Okay, let me get up here where you can see what I'm doing, and I've got to figure out what color I want to put on here. Don't think I want to put gold. I really didn't want to put pink. Let me see what the gray looks like. Oops. No, I think this one is gonna have to be pink. So let me get in frame here, and you're just going to take and you're going to run this bead down and kind of pull it down as hard as you can. Then I have these little rondelles that that I like to use. They've got little sequins in the sides of them. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to add, let me find another pink bead. Gonna take, okay, some of these beads, sometimes the holes are not, yeah, that one, the hole doesn't want to act right. But for $10, $5, what can you do? Okay, let's see if this one's any better. Well, I think there we go. This one's gonna reluctantly go on. Okay, then I'm gonna add another rondelle and another pink bead. That's not pink. This is pink. Another pink bead. And this is a pretty big tassel. I probably could go with one more, and I think I will. That's pink. Sometimes it's hard to tell the color. Okay, there we go. Now, what I'm gonna do, I actually have some lobster claws, but I like these little bulb pins because I use these on the spine of journals or something. And this just clips on there, and I think it just looks more, I just like it better. So what I'm going to do is put this on, and I'm going to bend my wire. Make sure this little guy stays up there. I'm going to bend my wire, and then I'm going to wrap it around. Okay, then I'm going to take this little end piece and I'm going to press it in. Didn't bring my little clippers. Let me see. I'll just wait and tighten that up with my little jewelry pliers, and then it just, so there she is in all her beauty. Just beautiful. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I have a box of these wonderful goodies. And I sat one whole day and made these. Maybe I'll do a video one day because they are so easy to do. I use a real fine wire, and it just works perfect. Now we got to decide which one of these we want to put on here. I've got this one, which matches that. And I've got this one, which has a button on the end. And if you put buttons or anything that has a hole in it, then you can hang something else from the end of it, like a key or whatever you want to use. And then I have this one. Oh, decisions, decisions. Y'all tell me what to do. Oops, gotta get in frame. I am so bad about that. I actually think with this being so long, that's a little long. I don't want the button. So I think I'm going to go with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move my ribbon a little bit. And see if I can get a little, yeah, I can get a little spot to stick that up in, just like that. So I'm going to put some glue on it. Here I go. I'll put some glue. And then I'm just going to slide it under the ribbon right here. There we go. Just beautiful as can be. I think this one actually turned out prettier than the other one. So, now what you can do when this dries is you can take another piece of ribbon and make a bow and put here, or you can just let this dangle like this, or you can put a flower, but I wouldn't put a flower since we've got the beads. But there she is. And I'm going to snip off just a few, but I kind of like them kind of dangly and kind of shabby. So for right now, that's all I'm going to cut off. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you finally learned how to do it. I really apologize for that video. But anyway, here she is. And she's just beautiful. And thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel and putting up with me. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it so much if you would and kind of follow me. And I like to craft, and I like to do it with friends. So right now, online's the way to go. So I want to thank you all, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.